Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, has commended the developmental achievement of the Offa Descendant Union on the commissioning and handing over of a 700 million naira mobile police barracks project to the Inspector General of Police within an estimated completion period of 6 months. Speaking at the commissioning and handing over ceremony in Offa, KWARA State on Thursday, the minister said, by that singular effort, the Offa people have reduced the development burden on government and given strong support to the Nigerian police force.
Permit me, first of all, to please commend the Offa Descendants Union for undertaking this very impressive project. Those who are familiar with Offa history will not be surprised. I think there's no controversy if I say that the people of Offa over the years have shown how much a community can do to bring development to its town. I'm not unmindful of what Offa has achieved through community help. And I think if all communities should borrow a leaf from Offa, I think the burden on government will be much less.
Alhaji Mohammed urged the police to redouble its efforts in ridding the country and the state of criminals. He said without peace, there will never be any development, while also charging the police to ensure that never again should the robbery incident of April 5, 2018 in Offa be repeated.
What we are doing today, I think, is also a strong message of support for the police, and it's very apt considering what happened here on the 5th of April this year. We all remember with sadness the massacre of 33 innocent lives by hoodlums in Offa earlier this year. And what Offa people have done is to ensure that never again would this be repeated in Offa.
The minister said, it's quite unfortunate that KWARA State recently has been known for criminality, cultism, hooliganism, and a host of other vices. He charged the police to make KWARA State safe again by ensuring that every citizen is free to vote and their vote counts.
It's unfortunate that KWARA State in recent time has become notorious for criminality. KWARA State in recent time has made headlines for wrong reasons. It's either because of armed robbery, killings, or acts of cultism. This is why I believe that the police, you have a big responsibility before you to rid this community and to rid KWARA State of all criminals. Because without security, not only won't there be peace, there will be no development. No investor will come into a community which is controlled by thugs, hoodlums, and cultists. And those who witnessed what happened a few days ago in Ilorin would agree with me that cultists, hoodlums, hooligans, and brigands are still very much active in KWARA State. So my appeal to the police, especially the run-up to the general elections, is that you must please redouble your efforts. You must please ensure that every citizen of this state is free to cast his vote, and that his vote will not only be counted, but his vote will count.
The representative of the Inspector General of Police, Commissioner of Police Mopo, Lawal G. Mehta, stated that it has always been the desire of the Nigerian police force to maintain security and assure the people of Offa that the donation of the modern mobile police barracks will help to stem down criminality in the community. He said, security is everybody's business, and reminded the people to know the fact that the squadron Mopo base will not be used to settle scores.
I am here to represent the Inspector General of Police, IGP Ibrahim Kotu Idris, on this memorable occasion of handing over or commissioning of the PMF number 68 Offa, KWARA State. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this historic occasion of the commissioning of 68 PMF Squadron of KWARA State. It is indeed a laudable achievement we are witnessing here today. It is always the desire of the Nigerian Police Force to ensure security and safety of its citizens in order to enable them conduct lawful businesses without hindrance. It is my utmost and firm belief that the establishment of this squadron will in no small measure guarantee this. Offa being a densely populated ancient town located in the central part of KWARA State that shares boundaries with many neighboring communities and acts as a transit route from Ilorin, the state capital, to Kogi, Osun, and Ekiti states, can be a breeding ground for different kinds of crime, or also a recipient of organized crime from adjoining towns. This we have witnessed in recent times. It is pathetic that a town previously known for its peaceful disposition is now bedeviled with violent attacks from the men of the underworld. May I once more use this medium to commiserate with the families of those that lost their lives in the armed robbery incidents that occurred on the 5th of April 2018. May their souls rest in peace. Yeah. It is to stem the recurrence of such unhallowed incidences that the police mobile forces units were deployed to the town in the first instance to assist in securing lives and property that will boost commercial activities. The decision to create this squadron was equal to the consideration of how to prevent violent armed robbery attacks in the town, as well as requests made by stakeholders in the state, especially the Offa Dissident Union. The aim is to ensure that lives and property of law-abiding citizens of the country residents here are well secured. The police mobile force is statutorily established to act as the Nigeria Police Striking Force, as contained in Section 25 of the Nigeria Police Act and Regulations, Laws of the Federations 1990, which states, a police mobile force shall be established and maintained to act as a police striking force in the events of riots, or other serious disturbances within the Federation. So therefore, the police mobile force at its inception has enshrined in the above statutory provision, confined itself to riot disposal, mob control, containment of insurgencies in the country. This squadron should be seen as such. It is not created to be used to settle scores.
The Commissioner of Police in KWARA State, Hmic, commended the community collaboration, a partnership between Offa people and the Nigerian police force on safety, and re-emphasized the importance of community policing.
Community collaboration of the sons and daughters of our land for this wonderful partnership to ensure the safety and security of the community. This indeed is the pillar of the Inspector General of Police, who has emphasized and re-emphasized on community policing. I think by so doing, the security of the individuals and citizenry of this land is in their hands. They have taken it upon themselves, and it is worth emulating by other communities. So I congratulate you.
In his royal remarks at the ceremony, the Olofa of Offa, Oba Mufuta Agbademosi Esuwoye II, saluted the great efforts of the sons and daughters of Offa in making the 700 million naira project a reality within 6 months. Oba Agbademosi said, it has been the tradition of the Offa people for community support in development. He thanked the state government for fulfilling its promise of building a police station, which has been completed but awaiting commissioning.
This project we're commissioning today cost us about 700 million, which was built under 6 months. The day I was telling the IT on phone that we would deliver in 6 months, he said, can't you see, the government will do it for you. I said, no, it is in our tradition, Offa, to lead while others follow. We lead, they follow. We are always #1 when it comes to community projects. I thank the ID because it was just a telephone conversation that I requested, because about 4 years ago, when we had similar incidents, I was told that they lack logistics. I called my sons and daughter. We purchased about 8 Hmic buses that cost about 80 million that time. We gave it to all the security units in Offa. But now that this happened again, I said, what is the problem this time around? They said, manpower. If it is manpower, where are we going to put them if they give us? The IG said, KBC will build barracks for you. I said, oh, so if we build barracks, you will give us manpower? He said, yes. I said, IG, we are going to build so that you give us enough manpower. And he said, KBC, if you said you will build, please carry on. I will support you. And God, in His infinite mercy, I just give a telephone call to my great sons and daughters and friends of Offa. And they contributed generously, and the project is here that we're ready to commission today and hand over fully to the Commissioner IG, to the Inspector General of Police. Permanently. It is no more our property from today. Please permit me to thank the executive governor of KWARA State, because he made a promise of building a police station, which he has since completed the police station, though not yet commissioned. The police station is somewhere some meter away from here. It has been completed. What remains is just the commissioning. So help me thank the executive governor of KWARA State. Thank the IG for coming to our aid, for giving us prompt permission, because no matter how rich we are, if he did not allow us to build, we cannot build. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank all of you for being here today. And it is on this note, I call on the Honorable Minister, the representative of the IG, the representative of the KWARA State Governor, for the handing over of the key to the barrack.
Earlier in his welcome address at the occasion, the national president of Offa Descendant Union, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, said the successful completion of the multi-million naira mobile barracks was a testimony to the age-long culture of the self-development effort of the people of Offa. He, however, pleaded with the Inspector General of Police to complement the good gesture of Offa Descendant Union by considering the location of a unit of police medical services and children's school in the Offa Barracks.
I have the pleasure this morning to warmly welcome you all to the commissioning of the multi-million naira mobile barrack. The successful completion of the massive project is another testimony to the age-long culture of self-development for which Offa is known. It is a culture passed on from our forefathers and to which every generation here key into. It is therefore not surprising that the project of socio-economic benefits like school, health, facilities, civil center, sporting arena, roads, water, electricity, library, markets, just to mention a few, which are products of self-development, doubted the landscape of Offa today. The people of Offa have been able to turn an otherwise attended occurrence around as a signboard to further self-development. The Mopo Barrack is another of its first by any community in Nigeria. I want to assure you all that this project has given a boost to the security of not only Offa, but the entire KWARA South and even the communities in the neighboring Oyo, Osun, and Ekiti State. Our amiable Inspector General of Police, the Offa community believes that a modern police barrack of this nature is better complement with a similar medical facility and police children's school on the premises. It is therefore our wish as a community that you consider the location of units of police medical services and children's school in the Offa Barrack.
Delivering the address of the Executive Governor of KWARA State at the commissioning ceremony, the Special Advisor on Security to the Governor, Alhaji Hamza Bello, commended the effort of Offa Descendant Union in making the community more secured with the project, saying the state government put in some palliative measures to cushion the devastating effect of April 5th robbery incident on the community, while acknowledging the determination and commitment of the people of Offa on peace and security. He urged other communities to emulate the communal spirit of the Offa people. He said the state government has completed the construction of a divisional police station, but only awaiting commissioning.
I address you today with mixed feelings. On the other hand, I remain deeply saddened by the tragic and wicked robbery incident
which left a deep wound in our heart as a state that is responsible for today's gathering. On the other hand, it is gratifying that in keeping with its long tradition of community development and enterprise, of our community has built this mobile police squadron barracks to complement government efforts to make the town more secure. Your Royal Highness, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the sad event of Thursday, April 5th, 2018 resulted in the death of 33 innocent persons, including a pregnant woman and police officers on active duty. This unsavory occurrence has become a source of great concern and worry to the government and the good people of KWARA State. This is more so because the attack on Offa, the commercial nerve center of KWARA South Senatorial District, is by implication an attack on KWARA State. Consequently, shortly after the sad incidents, government put in place corrective and preventive measures to forestall repeat occurrence. Towards this end, KWARA State government covered the medical bills of those injured in the attack. As a further measure to make good our pledge that not again will such dastardly act be repeated in Offa or any part of the state, the Nigerian Police Force, KWARA State Command, was assisted in resuscitating its armored personnel carrier APC in readiness for future challenges. Besides, the state government has fulfilled its pledge to construct a befitting divisional police headquarters. The new divisional police headquarters is next door to these barracks, has been completed and will soon be commissioned. On its part of our community also intervened with complementary actions. The ultra-modern permanent mobile police squadron barracks Offa that we are gathered here to commission is one of such notable interventions. It is common knowledge that security is the business of all. This is because without adequate protection, peace can neither be assured nor sustained, and without order, development will be a mirage.
For the minister.
This is the number 68A, Police Mobile Force Squadron is Offa. This senator was erected in memory of the 3 people who were murdered from bandits attack of April 5, 2018. May their souls rest in peace. Amen. We have the names of all the victims. Sorry,
Mustafa, Sergeant Balkis, Babawole, Sergeant Abimola Adedo, Sergeant Monday Issa, Sergeant Boy Mube, Kazim Adebayo, Jamiu Olumide Olawale,
Thank you.